Hey, what's up, everyone? Carl Williams here with Williams' Mind and Muscle Mechanics. Hope you're all having a good day today. I wanted to share a few spring fitness tips with everyone to, the summer just around the corner. A lot of people looking to, shed those last few unwanted pounds, trim up a little bit for the summer. And, I just wanted to share a few things I like to do basically to get summer ready, And the first one of those things being, when I go into a deficit, and when you go into a deficit, which is what's necessary to lose weight, right? You want to make sure you're taking off enough calories to lose weight, but not so many calories that you're losing a bunch of your muscle, your hard-earned muscle, at the same time, right? You're pretty much, even if you do the deficit 100% right, which is, there's no such thing as 100% right, but hypothetically speaking, let's say you're doing everything absolutely perfect. You're still pretty much going to lose a little bit of muscle along the way, right? There's no getting around that. It's just the way a deficit works, right? Your body is basically looking at it like, oh, I'm not getting enough fuel, so I need to basically get rid of things where I don't need them, right? Muscle is one of those things it's gonna get rid of a little bit of it, but you want it to mostly target fat, right? And a rule of thumb you can follow for that is basically whatever you weigh, whatever your maintenance calories are, or whatever you weigh, take off 2 calories per pound of body weight, right? So I weigh 190 pounds right now, so I would take off 380 calories from my maintenance calories, and that would basically put me in a deficit to basically lose weight, but not basically destroy my muscle, right? My hard-earned muscle in the process. So yeah, try that out. Another thing you can do, basically 2 to 4 hours before bed. I'd recommend 4 hours, but even 2 hours, 3 hours. Basically no more food, right? Basically let your digestive system sort of start to process, get its work done. Deal with what's inside. Before you go to bed, right? You don't want to eat a heavy meal and then your body is basically fighting to digest that all night, and you're pretty much, you're not going to burn calories as efficiently as if you ate those calories during the day, right? So and also it's going to interfere with your sleep itself, and which is going to ruin your recovery. So you definitely want to be avoiding those late night meals. And on that sort of same note, alcohol. Late night alcohol, when it comes to alcohol, those calories, they add up, especially beer, stuff like that. There's a lot of calories in that stuff. Each beer is probably, I think, 100 to 150 calories. So if you're working out hard all week and then you're drinking a 12-pack on the weekend, I'm not going to say you're full on sabotaging your results, but you're definitely throwing a stick in the spokes there, right? So definitely try to limit your alcohol consumption. Where it is almost summer, and it's spring, the weather's nice, obviously people are going to live a bit, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I love a cold beer with a steak in the summer, all right, on the patio. Nothing better than that. But just be smart about it, right? Don't sabotage yourself. And basically, last but not least, probably the most important tip of all, make sure that freezer or that fridge is stocked up with steaks and, maybe a few burgers, and, get that barbecue food ready, because summer's just around the corner, and that is sweet. So anyways, hope those tips help you out. Have a good day, everybody, and keep kicking ass.